Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. Hope you guys are all doing well. So guys, understand Bitcoin and Ethereum will continue to go much higher. Okay, yesterday we did in fact see Ethereum reaching $4,200, okay, which was absolutely amazing to see. We know for the past few days Ethereum has in fact been pumping. In fact, for the past few days, right, for the week alone, Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin. Again, of course, guys, okay, that is a huge sign for alt season, right? Ethereum outperforming Bitcoin, and of course, as I showed you guys in yesterday's video, right, the Bitcoin dominance was dropping, and that's exactly what we want to see every single time, guys. Okay, we see the Bitcoin dominance dropping, right? That's when alt season begins. Okay, so we have to see the Bitcoin dominance dropping, and we have been seeing that. Okay, so understand, guys, okay, this is pretty much the beginning of alt season. So if you guys haven't seen yesterday's video, right, where I talk about Ethereum and altcoin season, right, for this year in 2025 for this bull market, you should definitely check out that video and come back to this one. But today I want to talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum because you guys need to understand, okay, both Bitcoin and Ethereum will continue to go much higher. And there is in fact a fair few charts that I do want to show you guys, okay? And yes, alt season is pretty much about to begin, guys. I hope you guys are, prepared for that because this is truly the moment that we all in fact have been waiting for, right? We have obviously been seeing a, delay happening with alt season for this bull market. And now, yes, it is finally happening, seems like in Q3. Okay, so absolutely amazing to see. So let's talk about it, guys. Right now, the Bitcoin price looking much better compared to where it was, yesterday, right? Yesterday we saw Bitcoin at about 116, and today it has pumped back to 118, almost back up to 119. But yeah, it's great to see Bitcoin back at $118,000, almost back up to pretty much 120. If it goes to the 4-hour time frame, you guys can clearly see. It seems like every single time we see Bitcoin, reaching back up to, 120, it always tends to go lower, right? You guys can clearly see that, okay? So I feel like we have to soon enough see a massive breakthrough 120 for us to go back up to its previous size of $123,000. And then, of course, it's going to be going much higher. But you guys understand, okay, the top is not in yet for Bitcoin. We know, okay, Bitcoin did reach, okay, a new high of $123,000 almost a month ago, right? So 14th of August last month. And yeah, I truly do believe Bitcoin is ready to go much higher. As clearly on the daily time frame, it's looking like Bitcoin is going to be going much higher, right? We did, in fact, see Bitcoin a couple of days ago, about a week ago, going as low as just below 112, and now it's bounced back up. Right, you guys can clearly see that we did in fact see Bitcoin having this drop back down to the downside, okay, but now it is pretty much having like a V-shaped recovery, okay. You guys can clearly see that, so it's looking pretty good right now for Bitcoin back at 118. It's looking much better today than where it was yesterday. Same with Ethereum, right? Ethereum is now still sitting at $4,200. Yesterday I actually did pump all the way to $4,300, so slightly dropped, but Ethereum right now, you guys can clearly see it is looking absolutely amazing. We know for the past few days Ethereum has been absolutely skyrocketing, and yeah, it's great to see Ethereum back above $4,000. Okay, it really is, guys, right? So this is amazing. And of course, guys, once again, the Bitcoin dominance has in fact been dropping. Okay, and actually earlier today, right, around this afternoon, we did actually see the Bitcoin dominance dropping below 60%. Okay, below 60%, guys. And now, right now, it is slightly bounced back up above 60%, but remember, it was below 60% earlier today, right? So if we go to the weekly time frame, you guys clearly see the Bitcoin dominance has in fact been dropping. This is a huge signal and indicator that alt season is about to begin, because every single time, okay, we see the Bitcoin dominance having a massive drop, okay, just like in 2017, right over here in 2021, right? Every single time we have seen these massive drops happening for the Bitcoin dominance, we always see alt season beginning, right? And this is the start, guys. You guys clearly see right now, at this very moment, the Bitcoin dominance has been dropping. And it will continue to go much, much higher. I actually do believe the Bitcoin dominance will drop to like, 50%, 40%, maybe even below 40%. I think that is pretty possible. And yeah, a lot of these altcoins will start skyrocketing, guys. Okay, so be prepared for that, because we're going to see a lot of these altcoins in the crypto market, okay, low caps, of course, and high caps, continue to go higher, okay? And I told you guys many times, a lot of these altcoins, yes, they will reach back up to, their previous highs in the last bull market. I mean, we have already seen that with things like, for example, Solana, okay, even XRP, right? And many more other alts, right? But a lot of these alts haven't even, reached back up to its previous highs from the last bull market back in, 2021, right? Its previous highs. So we still have a lot of room here for altcoins to go up, okay, to even potentially reaching new highs, okay, going back up to its previous highs in the last bull market, even reaching a new high. Like I said, some altcoins have already done that, right, where they go back up to their previous bull market high back in 2021 and even reaching a new high, right? But yeah, altcoins have been going up, guys, for the week alone. Like, look at Ethereum, up 22% for the week, whereas Bitcoin is only up 4% for the week. So clearly Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin, okay, recently, which is, amazing to see. And we know, guys, Bitcoin has been reaching new highs for the past few months, whereas Ethereum hasn't even reached back up to its previous highs yet. It's about to do that, right? So you guys can clearly see right over here, Ethereum, okay, just like what I showed you guys in yesterday's video, it is about to reach back up to its previous highs. And its previous highs, if you guys didn't know, is around $4.8 thousand, okay, almost 4.9. It didn't quite reach 5K the last bull market, but it will this bull market, okay? So a new high is coming for Ethereum. We will see Ethereum going back up to its previous highs, even reaching a new all-time high. That is coming, guys, okay? Whether you like it or not, whether you are ready or not, that is coming for Ethereum. So I hope you guys are prepared for that. Now, the Bitcoin monthly returns, Bitcoin right now, okay, it is up almost 2% so far for this month in August. Nothing too crazy. Q3, okay, Bitcoin is up 10%, but look at Ethereum, it is up 69%. So far, Q3, Ethereum is in the lead, right? Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin. Okay, I mean, huge difference here, right? Bitcoin is up 10% and Ethereum is up 69%, guys. Okay, so Ethereum and Bitcoin, they will continue to go much, much higher, guys. Okay, but get ready, because the next upcoming few weeks, we are going to be seeing Ethereum really, really rising. Okay, we're going to be, seeing Ethereum going, parabolic. Gold candles will be forming for Ethereum. And of course, right, since Ethereum is the king of altcoins, it's going to lead the way for alt season. Okay, as I told you guys many times, right? So get ready for that. But yes, the Bitcoin dominance. Okay, like I showed you guys, every single time we see the Bitcoin dominance dropping, that's when alt season begins. Okay, so back in 2017, we saw a drop. That's when alt season started. Okay, same with the last alt season, right, back in 2021. Okay, we saw the Bitcoin dominance having this drop, and that's when alt season happened, right? And right now, okay, the Bitcoin dominance is slowly starting to drop. Like earlier today, it was below 60%, okay, for the first time in a while, okay? And yeah, alt season is pretty much beginning, guys, okay? This is pretty much, I think it's safe to say that this is pretty much the beginning of alt season, okay? So be ready for that, guys, okay? A lot of these low caps and large caps will start skyrocketing. We're going to see a lot of these altcoins, especially these low caps, right, doing a 100x, 500x to even a 1000x. It is possible, guys. Okay, and we're going to see a lot of meme coins skyrocketing as well, because that tends to happen every single time we are, in fact, in alt season. We always tend to see meme coins skyrocketing. So be prepared for that, guys, okay? Now, Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Okay, so the fractal speaks what happened to Bitcoin after July 2020. Ethereum could be about to repeat. So what happened with Bitcoin back in July, right, of 2020, I believe. You guys can clearly see it did break out, okay? It decided to skyrocket. And it seems like Ethereum is about to, repeat of what Bitcoin did back in, 2020, right? You guys can clearly see that. So man, it is looking pretty good right now for Ethereum, guys. Okay, it really, really is. I really do believe Ethereum soon enough is going to be reaching new highs. It is coming. And like I said many times, guys, right? I do believe Ethereum will be reaching at least $8,000 to even $10,000 and beyond. Just beyond 10K. I think that is very possible. 11K, 12K, right? I think that is very, very possible for, Ethereum. So Ethereum holders, be prepared. Man, Ethereum is about to melt faces for this old season, right? For this bull market. Be prepared, guys, because Ethereum's gonna really, really, okay, make big moves. Okay, it is coming, guys. Okay, I understand Ethereum's gonna be going much, much higher. Okay, and I'm glad I still have some Ethereum, right? I didn't sell any of my Ethereum, right? Like not a lot of it. Okay, like I did sell some of my Ethereum recently. Okay, I even sold some for Casper, as you guys know, a couple months back. But I still have a bag, a decent, amount of Ethereum that I'm still simply holding. And of course, with my Ethereum holdings, like I told you guys many times, I'm going to be selling, majority of it, taking profits, and then I'm going to reinvest it back into things like Bitcoin and Casper because I believe in Bitcoin and Casper more, right, for long term. But I still believe Ethereum is still a great long term investment. I really, really do, guys. But yeah, Bitcoin, right? Bullish retest is complete. Okay, you are not ready for what's coming. So understand, okay, we are in fact seeing this bullish retest right now. Bitcoin is slowly, bouncing back up. It hit a bottom just below $112,000, and it is bouncing back up right now. Like I said, we are in fact seeing like this V-shaped recovery. And if it continues, which I think it will, it's looking pretty strong right now for Bitcoin, it will continue to go much, much higher, right? We're going to see Bitcoin going back up to its previous highs of $123,000. And then we're going to see it going much higher to 130 to 140 to 150 and so on and so on, right? So Bitcoin holders, be prepared for that. I do believe Q3 will be, some decent times for Bitcoin, but Q4 will be insane for Bitcoin. And the reason why I say that is because if you look over here on the monthly returns, October is a fantastic month for Bitcoin. Okay, and a lot of people call it October, and it's called that for a reason because you have to clearly see a lot of greens have happened throughout the years for the month of October for Bitcoin. Same with November, pretty decent for November, and December is pretty, decent as well. It's like half and half on December, but I do believe Q3 in general is going to be amazing for Bitcoin. So be ready for that, guys. Okay, massive moves will be happening for Bitcoin. Now, understand, guys, okay, Bitcoin bull flag about to break. Okay, so Bitcoin, okay, this bull flag, we're about to see it having a beautiful breakout. Okay, and I hope you guys are ready for that. Okay, like I said, it's going to go back up to its previous highs of 123, and then it's going to be going much, much higher. So be prepared for that. It's looking pretty good right now for Bitcoin, guys. Okay, it really, really is. And this is a bullish pattern, right? It really, really is. So Bitcoin is ready for a huge bull run. And this is just the beginning. I still believe, honestly, I truly do believe Bitcoin is still ready to reach $200,000 and beyond. Like I've been telling guys many, many times, I truly do believe Bitcoin is ready to reach $200,000 and beyond. I think that is very, very possible. And there's some predictions out there. People are saying, that's going to be some easy targets. People are saying, Bitcoin's going to be reaching 400K, 500K, some might even 700K. As much as I am bullish on Bitcoin, I don't think we're going to see Bitcoin reaching, 500K to 700K this bull market. I think that will for sure not happen in the next bull market. But this bull market, I'm sticking with 200K to 300K. Okay, 200K to 300K. That's just my personal prediction, right? I want to be, transparent with you guys, okay? And I truly do believe we will see Bitcoin reaching at least 200K and beyond, right? This bull cycle. So Bitcoin holders, be prepared. Okay, it is coming. So understand, in the next bull market, I think this is going to happen in the next bull market. I think that is very, very possible. Okay, Bitcoin is going to $1 million, guys. Okay, $1 million, whether you like it or not, whether you are ready or not, Bitcoin is not going to stop. It's going to be reaching $1 million per coin. Okay, I've been telling you guys this many, many times. I've made videos talking about this many, many times about Bitcoin, reaching $1 million per coin one day. And I really do believe that's going to be happening, right? And, a lot of people out there, like, for example, Marcus Saylor, Kathy Wood, they have predicted that by the year 2030, okay, we could potentially see Bitcoin at $1 million. Like, for example, Kathy Wood, she has said that by the year 2030, the most bullish scenario for Bitcoin is like almost $1.5 million. Okay, so yeah, whether you guys are ready or not, we're gonna see Bitcoin reaching $1 million, guys. Okay, that is coming. You guys need to understand that Bitcoin truly is the most scarce asset out there. Okay, there's just not enough Bitcoins to go around for everyone, right? So low supply, high demand. It's that simple. Bitcoin will always continue to go much, much higher. There is value, okay, behind Bitcoin. As we know, it's store of value. It's a hedge against inflation. So it will always rise, guys. And the adoption has been crazy for Bitcoin recently, as we all know, right? For the past, few months, countries, states, governments, institutions, companies are buying into Bitcoin. They understand the value behind Bitcoin, why they need to own Bitcoin. Okay, and soon enough, guys, right? There's not going to be any Bitcoins left to buy. Everyone's going to be holding their Bitcoins, right? So the value of the Bitcoin price will continue to go much, much higher. And you guys need to understand $1 million isn't an easy target. Like I said many times, we're going to see Bitcoin reaching millions of dollars per coin. So $3 million per coin, $10 million, $12 million, $15 million, $20 million, and so on and so on and so on, right? Of course, I'm talking decades from now, right? Long term. Okay, this is what I always tell you guys, to buy Bitcoin for your future self and for your family. Okay, this is truly going to be the future, guys, right? Understand that. So speaking about the future for Bitcoin, just look at this. So France held the world reserve currency for 95 years, right? Britain held the world reserve currency for 105 years, right? So over 100 years. And you'll say, right, has held the world reserve currency for 80 years and may be coming to an end. And Bitcoin will be the future world reserve currency. And that's true, right? That is very, very true, guys. I think that is coming for Bitcoin 100%. I agree. Okay, and this is why I am very, very bullish for Bitcoin, guys. Okay, I really, really am. So get ready, guys. Okay, get ready, Bitcoin holders. And look at this. For the people out there that think it's too late to buy Bitcoin, just look at this. Okay, Bitcoin has 32 halvings. Okay, and we've only seen 4. And this is where we are right now. Okay, so this is our 4th halving, guys, in Bitcoin history, by the way. Okay, we still have another 28 to go, right? So our next one is going to be in 2028, because as we all know, we always see a Bitcoin halving pretty much every 4 years. So that's why it's called pretty much, the 4-year cycle. But yeah, every 4 years, we do see a Bitcoin halving event happening. Okay, so the next one's going to be 2028, and then 2032, 2036, 2040, and so on and so on and so on, right? Pretty much every 4 years. And you guys need to understand, right? Every single time, and I've showed you guys, Bitcoin charts of, the Bitcoin halvings, what happens right after a Bitcoin halving, right? You guys need to understand, okay? Every single time we have a Bitcoin halving event, right after it, okay, we always tend to see Bitcoin going parabolic and reaching new highs, okay? So understand, that's what we have been seeing for Bitcoin ever since we had, halving event just last year, right, in 2024 to where we are right now in 2025. Bitcoin has obviously been reaching new highs, but understand, this is just the beginning. It's going to be going much, much higher. Okay, please understand that, guys. Okay, then of course, we're going to see a bear market, right, potentially next year in 2026. Okay, because it's a 4-year cycle. We'll always, enter different cycles, right, a bull cycle and a bear cycle. So next year, 2026, we're obviously potentially going to see a bear market. Obviously, that's when Bitcoin's going to drop back down. And then the crypto market's going to drop back down. But then eventually, we're going to have the next halving event in 2028. And that's when things will start to kick in, right, back in for, Bitcoin. Okay, so be ready for that, guys, because every single time, as we all know, okay, right after every Bitcoin halving event, we always tend to see Bitcoin reaching new highs. Okay, and this just clearly shows you guys how early we are for Bitcoin. We are not too late at all. Okay, understand that, right? So that being said, I will keep you guys up to date on both Bitcoin and Ethereum. But yeah, it's looking pretty good right now for, Ethereum still holding above $4.2 thousand. And Bitcoin today is back at $118,000. So yeah, it's looking pretty good right now for both Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I will keep you guys up to date on what will happen with Bitcoin and Ethereum. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys for watching today's video. Give this video a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. That is always much appreciated. And yeah, I will catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.